Romans 3:1. What advantage then have the Jew? Or what profit is there of circumcision? Kol halayim la Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rekha HaKadosh. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that taught us this truth that rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and to the 1/3 men, women, and children of Israel, and to the Israelite foreigners who has the appearance of the heathens, but their lineage, their seed line from their fathers goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom. This is the brother Habashai Abadia, GMS Chicago. I want to title this video, Jacob despised his birthright like Esau. Alright? Jacob despises his birthright like Esau. And that's until this day. Right? And so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, they don't see any profit in being an Israelite whatsoever. And that's the same sentiment that Esau had. Alright? And we call two-thirds, man, that don't want to repent nor be converted back to their power, Yahweh, who you people ignorantly call God, and Yahushai, which is his son, who you ignorantly call Jesus, man. That's not their names. God just means power. That's all God means. All right? And our people, because this goes out to the elect of Israel, who's going to understand the doctrine in its fullness. All right, but we all know that this is the Lord's movie, and this is the way the Lord wants things to play out. There has to be people that reject it. There has to be an evil person that ruled the earth, which is Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man. They started naming themselves white after in the year of 1681, the Virginia Act, right? So our people, they pretty much have Stockholm syndrome because he's in power. Right? Job 9:24 tells us that the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. We know Esau, Edom is the wicked. All right, Malachi 1:4. All right, then continuing in Job 9:24, it says, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. Where and who is he? All right, your ancestors, all right, are in the scriptures, man. You're this descendants of Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. All right, Jacob is the progenitor of the Hebrew Israelites, man. The physical descendants, right? But mind you, we've been scattered throughout all the other 17 nations. So we can look like the other nations, all right? But majority of the Israelites are going to be brown complected, okay? From a dark hue to a tawny hue, man. Like a Steph Curry, okay? So, I want to read this again, Romans 3:1, because we tell our people, and that's why they're labeled the 2/3. They're going to reject this. They hate the word. Matter of fact, let's grab that. Let's set it up real quick. The book of Jeremiah 13:8. And this is what's going to happen to them. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Those are the Israelites that don't want to repent. Okay? But the third shall be left in, like in the intro I said. All right, first the 144,000. All right, the 12,000 men of Israel. Okay, and then the multitude. Right, the 12,000 men from 12 tribes, which makes up the 144,000, if I didn't make myself clear. Right, then the multitude, right, and then it says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, all right, which is salvation, okay, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say it is my people, and they shall say the Lord Yahweh is my power. See, our people, they say Esau, the government is their power. Whatever you're into, all right, your bank account is your power. Your fraternity is your power. Your motorcycle gang is your power. Your stocks and bonds is your power. All right? Whatever you into, if you're an Israelite, that's not going to be profitable for you. Okay? So now let's go back to Romans 3:1. It says, what advantage then have the Jew, or what profit is there of circumcision? All right, and the circumcision Jews were the Israelites that knew the southern kingdom, all right, because northern kingdom came over here to the Americas, all right. They were the circumcision. They were of the circumcision, which they knew they were Israelites, man. All right, and then the Jews that were Hellenized, right, in the Greek captivity, they were coming into the fold. All right, Paul was putting them up, all right, on how to repent, all right, and learn the ways of Yahweh Yahushai. It says, continuing much every way, chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of Yahweh, all right, and that's what we have in the last days. The Lord has opened up the seals of understanding, all right, so that we can receive salvation. Lord willing, I'm of that number. It says, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Yahweh forbid. So whether you believe or not, it don't matter. Our job and message, we're spiritual mailman, just to give you the message. If you receive it, great. If you don't, great. All right, we're only out to edify the elect, the lost sheep. But every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sins, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Okay, and what inspired me to do this video, when it said, what profit is there? That's what stuck out and lit my spirit, right? And I said, that sounds familiar. What does that sound like? Now let's go back to Genesis chapter 25 and 27. And this is concerning Esau, Edom. All right, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, and Jacob, the Israelites. Okay, it said, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. As we know, they wear camouflage everything. They eat the blood. They drink blood. All right, they eat the meat ready. They love killing. All right, just as a sport. Okay. Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Right? That's not what I wanted, though. What was it? Verse 32, Salakia. Where I want to read. I'll just start off at 29 because it goes into the birthright, right? And Jacob sawed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. He was hungry as hell, right? And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. All right? Now, it says red pottage here, but when you go to Hebrews 12, it said red meat, which means it wasn't even done, man. All right? That's how this devil gets down. He can't wait. He has no patience, and that's how you niggas act, man. And that's what we call you blacks, void of light, no truth, okay? Because you love your flesh to be fed instantly, man. You love instant gratification, just like your daddy, the devil. It says, and Jacob says, sell me this day thy birthright. See, Jacob had his descendants in mind. Esau didn't, man. All right. Hey, what is Sirach 14 and 5? If I'm not mistaken, says who can he be good? Matter of fact, let me just get it before I butcher it. Who can he be good? Esau pretty much hates himself, man. Let's grab it. Sirach 14 and 5. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. All right, and we're seeing that now. All the riches and all the conniving and stealing, robbing, and pillage that you've done. Look at you now, worried about the Israelites, man. Hey, that's because you know we got the blessing, right? So let's get to the point. It says, and Jacob says, sell me this day thy birthright. Okay, and Esau got this temporary blessing right now that we're living in, believe it or not. Okay, he got the fatness of the earth, all right, and the blessing, which in Genesis 27 verse 38 on down tells you that. All right, this is why he's ruling. The Lord was dealing with him on this side, man. Okay, it says Job 9:24, like I quoted earlier. It says, and Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do me? And that's how our people mentality is, man. All right, ye are of your father the devil, man. Let me get that, because here it is, we're telling you to repent and be converted so that you can be delivered. Hey, that's how you know this is Stockholm syndrome to the T, man. They love their daddy. John 8:44, you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. And that's how you guys operate, because there is no truth in him. When he speak a lie, he speak of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right, so you've taken on his ways, man. All right, and if you don't repent, you're going to be destroyed, right? So you become this homeborn slave for this devil, man. Matter of fact, let's prove that this Esau Edom is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. What is that? It's so many, but you can grab from the wheat and the tares. This is Matthew chapter 8 and 40, Salakia 8. Matthew chapter 13, Salakia, and 43. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. That's the Israelites, man. Starting with the elect. Okay? Yahushua always speaks on who have ears to hear. All right? Spiritual ears and spiritual eyes, right? Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, the which when a man have found, he hideth. See, we know this is a treasure, man. All right? This is why we've spiritually separated ourselves from Babylon the Great, aka America. Now, yes, we do have to go to work. We have to use wisdom through Babylon to get through. Okay? The field is part of the test. Okay? Continue, it says, the which when a man have found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and sell all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls. All right. What was it I want to see? What's it? Verse 30. Salakia. Let's say the enemy has done this. Darn it, I hate that. Yeah, this is 28, Salakia. But hey, that helped out too. The Spirit do what it do, right? This is Salakia. Salakia. Matthew 13 and 38. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, who are the Israelites. Okay? But the tares are the children of the wicked one. All right? Now, yes, we have the, you do have the physical seed of Jacob, the descendants of Jacob, who are Israelites, right? But they are what we call spiritual tares, man, where they take on the ways of this devil. Okay? It says, the enemy that sold them is the devil. And this happened big time in slavery, man. All right, the slave master having children with the slave women, man. All right, that's how they tell us you are who you are through your father. Numbers 1 and 18. Okay, it says the harvest is the end of the world, which goes into 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. All right, the kingdom of heaven on earth as in heaven. Okay, it says, and the reapers are the angels. Okay, so the reapers are gonna death angels are gonna get rid of you 2/3, man, that don't want to repent. that feel that, hey, what profit is this for me? You know, that's why you're a homeborn slave, man, and you can't accept the truth. But the elect, we see this as a treasure, man. This is profitable for us. Okay, let's grab this real quick. Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath. We know the day of wrath is coming. This is why you all detest the truth. All right, you have your YOLO mentality. You only live once. Hey, let's get it all while we can. That's the mindset of an Edomite, man, and these other heathens, man. It says, but righteousness delivereth from death, man. Okay. What was that? Proverbs 16 of, what was that? Salakia. Something I want to grab. Yeah. Proverbs 16:16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver? Okay. It says the highway of the upright is to depart from evil, the ways of this world. He that keep his way preserveth his soul, man. Okay, so that's salvation. Okay, let's grab the book of St. John, because hey, we're looked at as base men in this world. Our people don't believe us, and they hate us, matter of fact, right? Let's grab this real quick. St. John 14:17. Because these people can't receive the truth, man, that we're preaching. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, but it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwell with you and shall be in you. I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you. All right? So our people, they look at their church, song praises and dancing and yelling motorboat talk about they speaking in tongues, man. They think that that's the truth, man. All right, and that's what their father Esau Edom gave them, man. Plantation Christianity, man. John 15:18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. This is why they hate us, man, and we love it. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hate you. Okay? And a lot of these people want to be liked. They want to be social butterflies, right? Social media butterflies, right? Which is profitable to them. They get likes and get money. All right? It's craziness, man, how these people can see this truth, know it, and just like, nah, I'm good on that. I'm going to roll with Esau Edom. And you're going to get destroyed with him, according to, what's that, Isaiah chapter 13. Okay. Let's grab the book of Daniel. Salaki, if it seems like I'm all over the place, but hey, man, the time is at hand. Whether Esau Edom is getting ready to show his horns on you Israelites, man. And we're going to say, we told you so. And we're not going to have any pity for you. And we're going to laugh at you, man, when this devil raise up. He's already taken away all the subsidies, man. This is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stand for the children of thy people, all right, the Israelites. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. At that time thy people shall be delivered. Not you 2/3, not you that think that this is not profitable. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. All right, you're already written for destruction. Here's the point. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. All right, that's that great awakening in Ezekiel chapter 37, man, the valley of dry bones. All right, when the Lord breathed the spirit through us, man. All right, like he did Adam. All right, and you go into that sleep that goes into you not knowing you're an Israelite. It's like you're likened to you're dead, man. And that dust goes into confusion. All right. It says some to everlasting life. See that? And some to shame and everlasting contempt. And this is how y'all going to be shamefaced in the kingdom, man. It's going to be the biggest I told you so. Okay. Let's grab real quick here. Romans 11 and 7. Lord willing, the point was made. And it reads, what then? Israel have not obtained that which ye seek for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. That's all who the Lord is coming back for. Matthew chapter 24, verse 30 and 31, man. All right. According as it is written, Yahweh have given them the spirit of slumber, like we just read in Daniel, man. They sleep in the dust. They want to stay asleep. They don't want to be awakened. You know, like you wake somebody 3 in the morning, they get mad and pull the covers back over their head. That's what happened, because we got that light, man. Okay, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always. And Paul was really precepting Psalm 69 of King David, right? And I'm gonna end it with this, man, because you people on the dark, hey, all the tribes, all of you are black people, which means void of light. Isaiah 8 and 20, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Black people, okay, following after the ways of Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, chasing the image of the beast, chasing the bag, all of that madness. So Lord willing, it was edifying. Shalom.